Now, I know last year we spoke about violence. Violence is still very much something that is here. It's here, and it's something that the tourists and foreigners, I think, hear about, and they hear a lot of stories about it, and it steers them away from Cape Town, not only Cape Town, other cities in South Africa. What are you doing to make sure that they understand kind of what's going on here?
Well, I think that's one of probably the biggest challenges that Cape Town and South Africa faces is the perception of safety or the lack thereof. And violence is an occurrence that happens anywhere in the world, in first world countries as well, where there's high school shootings that happen, but yet people travel. And I think it's about how do we make sure we educate people proactively, and then if something does happen, how do we react to that as an industry and as a city? And what Cape Town Tourism continues to do is we continue to share our safety tips with travelers, with embassies, through our website, social media, with industry themselves, and saying, share this information with your visitors, potential visitors before they get here, because then at least we can inform visitors of some simple tips of common sense. And sometimes, unfortunately, common sense is not that common. And crime happens anywhere in the world. And most of the crimes that do happen that affect tourists or visitors is soft crimes. It's petty ones from, a mugging to, but not real serious crime, real violent crimes, which happen in communities far away from the high traffic areas of tourists. However, the challenge is it does create a perception of a destination. That's from a proactive, so we will continue to inform people. But from a reactive, is saying, let's say something does happen to a visitor. Cape Town Tourism has a Band-Aid program, visitor safety program, that whether you lose your passport, we will try and arrange an alternative for you. Let's say you miss your flight through to being mugged or injured. We'll come and visit you in hospital. We will make sure we arrange alternative flights out for you. We inform your loved ones of anything. So the industry themselves actually do that also, and they don't charge. So if anything does happen where your plans are scuppered due to being a victim of crime, the industry actually rallies behind and gets involved and says, you know what, we can't change the wound, but let's put a Band-Aid on it and make sure we can at least rescue some of your experience. And we've been running this thing for about 4 years since World Cup. And it's worked quite well for us, because a lot of visitors said that they never expected that when they went through such a traumatic experience or just a little bit of a bump, that the tourism industry would actually look after them and say, here's more we can do for you. And that doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. So I think it's one of the key things that's part of our reactive and proactive programs to help address safety concerns and perceptions about safety in Cape Town.